Outstanding job. This is his third time consecutively he started against that same lineup. I thought he was pitching to a pretty tight strike zone with Lance back there, and after the 2-out ball that Encarnacion hits off the third base bag, that kind of builds inside that 2-run inning in the first. He settled in. He threw a lot of strikes. He was able to change speeds effectively, and against that lineup that is, as we know, very powerful, he was able to slow them down for 6 innings and clearly keep us in a ball game.
How much consideration did you give for hitting Holt for Young?
There was some thought there, but if I'm going to start, first of all, Chris Young needs the at-bats. We've got left-handers coming, but against a guy like Sanchez, who's got as good a stuff, if not better, than Osuna, that's a spot where I'm going to continue to stay with him in that moment.
John, Sanchez was throwing mostly fastballs. Are you surprised to see a guy be able to do that against your lineup?
Well, he, for the most part, with the exception of David, where he didn't really give David much to hit at all. I mean, he stayed on the edge. He expanded when he needed to. He threw enough breaking balls in there to keep guys honest. But he's got a big-time arm, a powerful fastball. When he was down in the strike zone, it was heavy with some sink. Put the ball on the ground. He's got one of the better arms in all of baseball.
And how did you feel Marco Hernandez handled himself?
Very good. He was impressive in spring training. I don't think the moment or the day was something that he didn't handle emotionally. He gets a good read to get the stolen base. He advances on an error, scores our only run. But I thought he took good swings, controlled the count with the base on balls. A very good first day.
For a guy that isn't always necessarily an important part of the starting rotation, or at least a planned part of the starting rotation, how valuable has been the reliability that Steven's given you?
Brian, I think the word that you said means most is the reliability, because even when he was in the bullpen, swing back to the rotation last year, he gives you some sense of what to expect each time out, and he's likely to give you 6 innings, usually 3 or 4 runs, where he's kept the game under control. The last couple times out, it's been even better than that. The fact that he's added a curveball to his mix, he's doing a very good job.
John, following up on that, you'll have a decision to make at some point about the rotation. And Steven was the 5th guy coming in. Is he showing you that he could be somebody to make it a tough decision when the time comes?
Yeah, he's throwing the ball well. First of all, we've got to get Eddie back here. When that day arrives, we'll have a decision to make. But he's certainly doing everything to support his cause. And you like the contrast of style. You like the fact that there's a uniqueness to him that I think, and hopefully Buck can take advantage of that with a different style again tomorrow. So Stephen Wright's doing one very good job.
John, you've managed Bautista and managed against Bautista, and his numbers against the Red Sox through the years have been very, very deadly. Is that just one of those statistical anomalies, or is it something about the Red Sox to bring out the best from him, do you think?
Well, he's a player that certainly can elevate his game. And against us, as we've seen across the field, his swing is dangerous in any ballpark, and yet as a good pull hitter, those right-handed hitters are going to fare well in his ballpark. And when you look at the 6 games that we played against them, Donaldson, Bautista, and Encarnacion have probably done the majority of their damage against us. So Jose has been right in the middle of it. He does not miss mistakes.
John, just a thought on the bat by Shaw there in the 9th inning after a little frustrating day at the plate, and also to kind of follow that up, do you think Holt at all with, Young and Hannigan in that situation, or just let them have at bats?
No, we're going to need everyone. I understand the question, and yet at the same time, I'm going to stick with the guy that I started, like I said before, against a big-time arm in Sanchez. So I thought the at-bats, the swings that he took against Osuna in Chris Young's case, he put good swings on a ball. He'll be in there the next 2 days. So to take a guy that hasn't played for a week and then just assume he's going to give you production against left-handers, he's got to see right-handers to get the at-bats. Travis gets an off-speed pitch after fouling a couple balls off that he squares up and brings us close.